Okay, so we've got declared footprints. Been around the class, everyone's got it. The last two zeros are on. It is diameter. Okay. Right, you ready for this? This is really quite important now. Finding my glasses is just too important. So we've now got a circuit. It's got input pins, it's got output pins. We know what the footprint of the device is. We're using through-hole technology onto lift copper circles on the other side. We don't know whether it's single layer or two-layer boards because we haven't declared it. But we don't need to declare it yet. What we want to do is we now want to go from this domain into the printed circuit board design domain. If any of our components are still black, we will be able to go to the printed circuit board, but we won't see those components. They just won't be there. It won't exist. There won't be any copper for them. Now that's bad because we won't know that we've made an error, but we will get what's called a DRC, a design rule check error. So a load of red ink will tell us down the bottom of the screen that we've made a mistake. But don't worry about that for the minute. So the next thing I want to do, I'm watching this look, so I go to transfer, which is next to simulate, transfer to multiboard, and it's multiboard 14.2, and we click on that. Now that's quite a big thing to click on, as you'll see in a minute. I'm going to call mine Design 1 because I've got absolutely no imagination whatsoever, but think of something a bit more sporting for yours, and we're going to click Save. Now, something's going on in the background there. We see a completely new window open up and a load of details in front of you. They're only really for verification. You can go through there and try and understand those if you want, but there's not a lot of value in it. And after that whole process, we're going to click OK, and suddenly we've got something that's starting to resemble something in the real world. I don't see most people I'm looking over their shoulders have got that. So fairly obviously the yellow bit is my drawing area. If I leave the components outside and I send off the Gerber files off to China, they'll come back and I'll get a completely blank PCB because I never even put the Gerber files in the right area. So obviously I've got to drag those in and do something meaningful with them. Now there are things, there are auto placers and auto routers. We haven't got the auto placer in this because we haven't paid for it, and I don't think it's much good. And I can already see someone dragging the components around. So just bear with me, and I'm going to click on the components and drag them into the drawing area. So I'm going to go for the resistor first. I've got it because it's got a yellow box around it, and you can see there's a kind of snowflake thing next to it. I'm going to drag that into my drawing area. Fine, happy with that. So now let's do the same with the capacitor. Drag that into my drawing area, and I'll kind of get some idea of what my circuit's going to look like. I want it to look like it did when I drew it on the circuit diagram. So at the moment it looks like sort of the resistor's in the wrong place. So let's turn the resistor, just click on it the same as you did before. Go to orientation and I can rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. That's looking a bit better, so now I can drag that up to there. I'm going to put my component, can't move the pad, so I clicked on the pads by mistake rather than the component. I'm going to click on the object, and I'm going to move that out there somewhere. I'm happy with that. So there's my resistor, there's my capacitor. I'm going to click on the pads. Now these are difficult to get hold of because you keep clicking on the wrong thing. So what I do here is I zoom in a bit to get it. No, I still haven't got it. That's it. So I've got the whole pad, otherwise I'm just going to drag the writing with it, and I drag into the drawing area. That's good, that's where I want that one, on the input there. And I don't know which one's which on here. I guess J2 is probably one of the inputs as well. I'm going to zoom in so I can get hold of it easier. There we are. And put that there, is that right? Yeah, it looks alright. I think for the points of completeness, I ought to get this capacitor around the right way. Again, this is just artwork really, I'm just making it look nice more than anything else. So you can do yours any way you want. Turn it upside down, the right way up, anything. And this one here, let's click on it. I can't get hold of it, there we are. So I've got hold of that. Bring that in there. And as Mike will probably tell you, a lot of printed circuit board design is quite creative. It is artwork. There's various different reasons why you want to put things in the way that I have. So we've got this input, we've got the output stage. Usually the input goes on the left, the output goes on the right. That's not something I invented, but it's just something that's fairly standard, I think. Okay, that's starting to look something, isn't it? But what I have now is what I see on the screen is the actual physical dimensions of this. The actual physical dimensions. So my printed circuit board that I've designed here isn't very compact, because if you look at it, the input pin is about 5 times further apart, from 5 times the length of a resistor apart from the output. So I could squeeze these components in a lot tighter if I wanted to, couldn't I? I could do a lot more with them if I wanted to. Okay, so have a play. Make sure you can drag those into the drawing area. Make sure you can get them round the right way so you're happy where the components are. Take 5–10 minutes to do that, please.